Hi, today we will explain the storyline of the movie Stuck in Love, which was released in 2012. Okay, let's get straight to the story. Rusty and Samantha, Sam Borgens, come from a family of writers. Their father, William Borgens, is a famous novelist who has won several awards. Since childhood, they have been accustomed to writing in journals. This habit has proven successful. Rusty has a talent for writing, as does Sam, who will follow in her father's footsteps. At school, Rusty secretly liked his classmate Kate. He would often notice Kate in class and write poems inspired by her. Rusty's older sister, Sam, was the complete opposite. She had a cynical view of love and avoided serious relationships with any man. She actively approached men who looked no smarter than her at parties just to satisfy her biological desires. William himself has separated from Erica, who now has a new lover named Martin. Since divorcing Erica, William has had no serious relationship with another woman. He only has a sleeping friend and at the same time his neighbor's affair, Trisha. Even though they have been separated for 2 years, William likes to secretly peek at their situation. One night, he peeked at their argument from outside the window, and for some reason William felt happy to see them fighting like that, until their dog caught William and chased him. Because of this, William was reported to the police. Now William lives with Rusty in a beachfront house, while Sam lives in her college dorm. However, on Thanksgiving, Sam will come home for dinner with her father and brother. William also always has an empty seat for Erica, just in case she comes. However, after 2 years, Erica never came. This made Sam hate her mother so much that she wouldn't talk to her at all. In the middle of their conversation, Sam suddenly announced that her book would soon be published by a major publisher that also published Rusty's favorite author, Stephen King. Hearing this news, of course, William was very happy and proud of Sam. However, William was immediately disappointed to find out that the published book was not the script he had edited before. Unbeknownst to him, Sam wrote a new manuscript over the summer. William felt that he had wasted his opinion and input on the manuscript. On the other hand, Rusty didn't seem very happy to hear that his brother had published a book, especially since the publisher also published a book by Rusty's favorite author, Stephen King. This made the dinner end abruptly. Meanwhile, Rusty remained on good terms with Erica. After dinner with William, he hurried to his mother's house for dinner with Martin. Rusty had also tried to invite Sam to join him, but Sam refused point blank. As usual, Rusty and Erica started chatting about life developments, until Rusty informed them that Sam would soon publish a book. Erica was very happy, but Martin thought otherwise. He felt sorry for Rusty and Sam, who were forced to follow in their father's footsteps. Hearing that, Rusty was offended because Martin was bad-mouthing William. They almost fought, but Erica immediately broke it up. Erica soon realized that there was something that made Rusty easily offended. Rusty also admitted that he was a little drunk because he had just smoked marijuana before getting out of the car. He did it on purpose to increase his appetite for this second dinner. Hearing this, Erica asked Rusty not to consume other, heavier, illegal substances. Meanwhile, Sam cleaned up the remains of dinner at William's house. She then approached her father, who looked dejected on the beach. Sam apologized for not telling him about her new book. She admitted that William's interference with the previous manuscript made Sam feel like the book was no longer hers. Therefore, she decided to secretly write a new manuscript. On the other hand, William also felt guilty for changing the content of her previous book so much. After talking about the book, Sam confronted her father about the police report the other day, about William stalking his ex-wife. Sam strongly criticized her father's actions, which she thought were demeaning and should have changed. Moreover, William was still convinced that Erica would return to him. Shortly thereafter, Rusty returned to William's house to do his homework. He also apologized to Sam for ruining what should have been a pleasant dinner. He admitted to being a little envious of Sam's success in publishing her first book. Sam asked him to remain optimistic because she was sure Rusty would also publish his own work one day. After that, they went up to the roof to chat while smoking Jason's gift of marijuana. Sam also asked if there was a girl he liked at school. Rusty mentioned briefly that he was currently crushing on Kate from English class and talked about how deep his feelings were. Sam laughed at that because she thought it was sad. She said that there are 2 types of people in the world when it comes to love. First, there are realists who think that all love is the same, and romantics who believe that someone is destined for them. According to Sam, poets like Rusty should be realists, so she advised Rusty not to fall in love. However, Rusty didn't take his sister's advice seriously, especially since Sam herself had never felt in love. The next day, Rusty was asked to recite the poem he wrote for Thanksgiving in front of the class. At first, he was embarrassed, but Kate listened to Rusty wholeheartedly. What's more, she seemed to understand that Rusty had written the poem for her.
Making students read their poetry, Simon.
Kate then gave her own compliment to Rusty after class. This made Rusty happy, but unfortunately Kate already had a boyfriend named Glenn, so Rusty didn't have the courage to approach Kate. After school, Rusty was very surprised to see his father in his room, reading his personal journal. William dodged that he was only skimming 2 opening sentences, nothing more. From the writing, William admired Rusty's talent and understood that Rusty was in love with a girl named Kate. After reading the journal, William became worried that Rusty would miss out on what should have been a fun youth. Therefore, he encouraged Rusty to be braver in asking Kate out on a date.
Sit down for a second.
That night, Rusty followed William's advice. He went with the stash of marijuana given to him by his only friend Jason to the party at Glenn's house. However, he didn't immediately see Kate.
Too busy trying to rush through everything.
After chatting with another student named Rodney, Rusty went up to the second floor to wait for Kate. It turned out that Kate was taking drugs with Glenn in the bathroom. Seeing this, the shocked Rusty suddenly invited Jason home. Just then, Kate and Glenn got into an argument until Glenn pushed Kate to the ground, so Rusty retaliated by punching Glenn. Rusty then drove Kate home, but Kate did not dare to go in because of the bruises on her body from being pushed by Glenn. Therefore, Rusty took Kate back to his house. When he saw his father, Rusty suddenly introduced Kate to him. William was stunned by Rusty's courage and allowed Kate to stay in Rusty's room. Long story short, Kate broke up with Glenn and started a relationship with Rusty after that night. On the other hand, Sam attended a party that featured her college student band. Here, Sam intends to approach the band's vocalist, but her classmate, Lewis, prevents Sam from getting her heart broken. Of course, Sam didn't listen to Louie's advice considering she also just wanted to have fun. However, Lewis had other intentions. He wanted to get close to Sam and be friends with her. Even though Sam was clearly not interested, Lewis refused to back down. Until one night, Sam reluctantly accepted Lewis's invitation to have coffee at a cafe. They chatted about their favorite books, and Sam realized that they had something in common. However, this made Sam upset, and she left Louis. Even so, Sam felt guilty and decided to apologize. Coincidentally, Louis was absent from class the next day, so Sam looked up Louis's home address and went to see him. She was even more upset when she saw that Louis was taking care of his mother, who was seriously ill. Therefore, she accepted Louis's invitation to date and gave him a copy of Sam's book, which was about to be published. She also asked Louis to give her his opinion on the book. Meanwhile, Trisha advised William to get married again. This made William realize that he really had to move on with his life. That night, while shopping alone, he ran into Erica at the mall and they decided to shop for Christmas presents together. After shopping, they chatted and opened up to each other. William confessed that he couldn't write anymore since splitting up with Erica. He felt he wasn't a great writer. However, Erica said otherwise. On the other hand, Erica also doubted whether her decision to leave William and the children was right. Not to mention, Sam was still angry with her and didn't want to communicate with her in any way. Christmas Eve arrived. After helping his father cook, Sam went on a date with Louis. Sam then asked Louis's opinion about her book. Based on the book, Louis admitted that he didn't expect Sam to have such a cynical perception of love and marriage. Sam then told him what influenced her. She said that one night she saw her mother having an affair with another man behind their house. Even more painfully, she heard Erica say that she didn't care about William's feelings if their relationship was discovered. However, since her date with Louis, Sam's perception began to change, and after that, the two of them started dating.
How was your Christmas?
Meanwhile, William had considered Trisha's advice to find a date. He created an account on a dating site and chose a woman. Trisha helped him fill out his account profile and choose some nice clothes. After the date, William intended to leave his wedding ring in Erica's front yard, but his intention failed because he saw that Erica was still wearing their wedding ring. Sometime later, the day of Sam's book launch arrived. She held a launch party and book signing. She also invited her closest friends. Unbeknownst to Sam, Louis invited Erica. Shortly after William gave a short speech, Sam mingled with other guests, including Rusty's girlfriend, Kate. Sam then invited Kate to drink alcohol at the bar, even though Kate was a minor. She also had no idea that Kate had problems with drugs and alcohol. However, she couldn't linger with Kate because she had to greet other guests, so Kate was left alone. Sam did not expect Erica to come and pretend to ask for Sam's autograph in her new book. She suddenly got mad at Louis for inviting Erica without Sam's consent. At the same time, Rusty panicked because he couldn't find Kate. Erica, Sam, and William then helped him look for Kate at the party, but couldn't see her anywhere, until a guest told them that Kate had left with a student named Gus. For that reason, the four of them went to Gus's residence, which turned out to be storing illegal drugs. There, Kate was found heavily intoxicated and unconscious. Since the incident, William has slowly been able to write again. Rusty's life has also changed since Kate went into rehab. He started getting drunk every day, getting piercings, and even getting into fights with Kate's ex-boyfriend and Rodney. Kate herself continued to write letters to Rusty, stating that she hoped she could still be in touch with Rusty after she got out of rehab. In memory of Kate, Rusty slept in her wardrobe because that was where they first slept together. William tried to help Rusty ease his heartbreak by suggesting that Rusty write a book. On the other hand, William subtly persuaded Sam to forgive her mother. Sam's good mood suddenly fell apart when William told her how happy Erica was to see her running around on the beach. Sam tried to change the subject, but William revealed the reason behind their breakup. He said that he had cheated on Erica for 6 months, and during that time, Erica had remained faithfully waiting for William to return to her. Erica hoped that William would do the same if she made a mistake later on, which is why William chose to continue waiting for Erica to return even though 2 years had passed. Hearing William's confession, Sam was suddenly very upset. All this time, she hated her mother because Erica had the nerve to cheat on William. But apparently there was another reason behind it. It took Sam time to absorb the truth and forgive her mother slowly. The next day, Louis called and announced that his mother had just passed away. Sam empathized and accompanied Louis during the funeral. Thus, their once strained relationship became close again. Shortly after, Sam visited Erica's house and decided to make up with her. A happy ending not only came to Sam, on the other hand, Rusty, who had started writing fiction regularly, also got some happy news. One afternoon, he received a phone call from his favorite author, Stephen King. Stephen said he had read the short story Rusty had sent to him. Stephen was amazed at Rusty's talent and decided to publish his short story in a science fiction magazine. Rusty then shared the good news with William, Sam, and Louis, who had joined them for dinner. Soon after, Erica arrived. Unlike before, this time William did not expect Erica to come. Therefore, he was surprised to see her arrival. But it turned out that Erica had decided to return to them.